he's the epitome of that sort of mindset, isn't he? In today's part 2 of the Chester Benton tribute that I'm going to be doing today, I'm going to watch a video that I've been avoiding watching. I've been avoiding watching it for the last 9 years. A lot of people have told me that I should watch it back in the day when I was doing these tribute videos, but I refused to watch it because he said it was his last interview, and some people said it was his cry for help and this, that, and the other, and and I just couldn't face it. I was a massive Linkin Park fan. It makes you feel raw, doesn't it, watching like your idols, if you like. Breaking down and stuff. Well, today I'm going to bite the bullet and I'm going to watch it, like I say, because I've been avoiding it and I want to see what the fuss is about now. Do you know what I mean? It's 9 years since. It's nearly a decade, like I said in the last video. Anyway, don't forget to give love to original artists. Don't forget to follow Linkin Park. And if you want to follow me, I would appreciate it. Right, let's do this.
I don't know if anybody out there can relate, but like I have a hard time with life sometimes. Right. Sometimes it's great, but a lot of times for me, it's really hard. And no matter how I'm feeling, like I always find myself like struggling with certain patterns of behavior. I find myself like stuck in like the same thing that keeps repeating over and over again. And I'm just like, how am I in this? And it's that moment where you're in it and then you kind of separate yourself from that situation and you look at it and you see it for what it is. And you're able to then do something about it. Like you've now broken out of that circle, that cycle. And
are you kind of, because the first couple of lines on the track make me think that you were like overthinking things in your life? Is it like
it could be. I mean, honestly, like there's so many circumstances that for me that relate to this situation, but like I know that for me, when I'm inside myself, when I'm in my own head, it gets this place right here, this skull between my ears. Wow. That is a bad neighborhood, and I should not be in there alone.
Right.
I can't be in there by myself.
What are you talking about?
He's talking about when he sat at home or sat in a room by himself, away from friends, family, bandmates and stuff, and then you're alone with your own thoughts, isn't it? This is probably where he goes into his deepest, darkest place, as he says, like the neighborhood. Wow. It's heartbreaking to see this. I can see, I mean, a lot of people have told me it's an emotional one, and up until this point where he started talking about the neighborhood, he was putting a positive spin on things, trying to look for a way to get past whatever it is he's thinking that day. But sometimes he says he spirals back down there, which is, it's hard. I don't suffer from mental health. I can't relate in that way. But I mean, when you see what it does to other people, you take a step back and go, phew, I'm glad I'm not in that mindset, but I'd love to be there for people who are. Do you know what I mean?
I can't be in there by myself.
What are you talking about? It's
insane.
Crazy, man.
It's crazy in here. This is a bad place for me to be by myself. And so when I'm in that, like my whole life gets thrown off. Like if I'm in there, like I don't say nice things to myself. Like there's another Chester in there that's like wants to take me down. And so, and I find that it could be whether it's substances or whether it's behavior or whether it's like depressive stuff or whatever it is, like if I'm not like actively like getting out of myself and being with other people, like being a dad, being a husband, being a bandmate, like being a friend, helping someone out, like
there you go, the epitome of Chester Benton, man. Always wanting to help the other people. Always going to the disabled people in the crowd, always high-fiving people, always making time to sign things, always making time to shake hands with people, getting up in the crowd when he was singing, people hands all over him, not bothered. That to him was his therapy, as well as giving everybody else his time. Do you know what I mean? There he said it down to a T. When he can't be by himself, if he's not actively doing something or with someone or with his bandmates, then he's in the bad neighborhood, and that's where he's not saying nice things to himself. Wow, your heart breaks for him, doesn't it? You know what I mean? Such a kind, thoughtful person to other people, man.
A dad, being a husband, being a bandmate, like being a friend, helping someone
Couldn't
out.
help himself.
Like, if I'm out of myself, I'm great. If I'm inside all the time, I'm horrible. I'm a mess. And so for me, it's like that was kind of where I don't like my mind right now stacking up problems that are so unnecessary. You know, that's where that kind of
that's the stacking up problems that are so unnecessary. That's actually a lyric from Heavy, isn't it? Wow, is that him writing his thoughts into a song? I mean, I know we know he does anyway, but he said that exactly down to a T for what it says in the song Heavy. Picked up on that straight away.
Stacking up problems that are so unnecessary.
Yeah.
You know, that's where that was where that came from for me. And but it's the moment where it's like realizing like I drive myself nuts, like actually thinking that like all these are real problems. Like all the stuff that's going on in here is actually just
figments of imagination.
Myself.
Yeah.
And regardless of whatever that thing is. And so this is that like conscious awareness of that thing. And like when you can step back and look at something, like you're actually elevating yourself consciously. Like you're enlightened at that point.
When because you're trying to solve your own problem by taking that step back and looking at exactly what it is. These problems that you've got, they're not real. They're what your mindset is telling you. You know what I mean? And like I say, if he can get to that point where he can talk to himself and say, "What are you doing, Chester? What are you doing? This problem here, it's not happened. Get out of the neighborhood. Turn the light on." You know what I mean? In the dark neighborhood, whatever it is he said.
Yourself consciously, like you're enlightened at that point, right? To a certain degree, and so this is that moment of enlightenment where you go, I could do something about this, and by doing it, I can move forward and get unstuck from this, and I could actually be able to. For me, it's like I can live with life on life's terms. Like I can experience the whole spectrum of humanity and not want to get out of it, whether it's happiness, sadness, or whatever. Like. I just want to, when I'm in it, I just want to get out of however I'm feeling, no matter what it is.
So when you wrote this song, you were clearly in that bad neighborhood in your brain.
This time last year, I was a mess. Like a total wreck. And like, I think for a lot of people, they think like if you're...
It sounds like he's ready to like, he nervous laughed then when he went, "I was a mess." It sounded like he was going to crack and break and cry. But then I think he masked that with the smile that Chester always puts on, the happy face he always puts on for other people when he's dying inside. He's the epitome of that sort of mindset, isn't he?
Bad neighborhood in your brain.
This time last year, I was a mess, like a total wreck.
I can read his face language there.
I think for a lot of people, they think like if you're successful, like all of a sudden, like you get like you get like some card in the mail that says like you're gonna be totally satisfied and happy for the rest of your life.
Bullshit.
It doesn't happen like that. Like life for me happens the way it always. The only difference is I'm in Lincoln Park. Like what goes on inside my head it's always been this way for me.
Wow.
So when I'm not working on that, like my life gets messy. And
right. So the work's a good distraction.
That's kind of how the inspiration for all these songs came from conversations about life and what was going on as friends, as
his
husbands,
therapy.
as fathers, as, whatever, business partners. Like we were all talking about what was going on in all aspects of our lives at certain times throughout the process of this record. And we realized like, man, we've all gone through like some really crazy stuff and we don't need to find the source of inspiration. Like what's this record about? Like
it's already there. Yeah.
This is our life. We always have written about our lives and like, that should just be enough. We don't need to find some new thing. Like life is always throwing these like curveballs at you, whether they're good or bad. Like it just happens. And eventually what I found is, especially with the bad stuff, because that's the stuff that I kind of that's the stuff that sticks to me a little bit more, coming out at the other side and being like, man, I'm a better person because of that. Or I'm more compassionate because of that. Or, I can understand.
What he's saying to us here basically is he's learning from it. He's learning to be better with other people. He's learning to be a better person, like he said, because of the shit he's going through. He doesn't want anyone else to be going through what he's going through. And if that makes him a better person and he can spread that to other people, then that'll make him happy. It gives him a purpose. It also gives him a distraction, same as the music. The music gives him distraction. Being a husband and the kids and stuff gives him a distraction, doesn't it? It's the times when nobody's there. Wow. And he was at home alone the night 9 years ago, wasn't he? Shit.
I'm more compassionate because of that, or I can understand. I feel like I understand people or humanity a little bit differently because I've been through some pretty crazy stuff, and that's a positive. So finding the positive in all these things, that's what we always try to do, but we still talk about the feelings we had going through all these.
You've got to vent it, because you've got to vent it. You've got to talk about it because you've got to vent it. I mean, that was a heartbreaking interview because, that's that away from the cameras, away from a flippant comment, away from like a 2-minute interview or something with someone like off the cuff. That was real talk. That was Chester Benton sitting down with a radio guy and pouring out his soul, pouring out his life, basically, but not in song format this time. And the sad thing about this interview and the whole Chester situation is the fact that he could help so many people. He could brighten up so many people's days. He could mess about the Chester good moments that you've seen on the videos. He was such a happy-go-lucky. He's writing songs about unicorns and stuff, and you'd never guess that the guy was dying inside. And he helped so many people, but he couldn't save himself. He just couldn't help himself. He had flashes where he could get out of it, like he said in that interview. And that's the heartbreaking thing, because he knew what to do. He knew how to get out of it, but sometimes he couldn't. He knew how to step back, but sometimes it was a bridge too far. And like I say, on the 20th of July in 2017, that bridge was too far, wasn't it? Do you know what I mean? Maybe he got so messed up in his head that he just had a fuck it moment. And that's what happened. Wow. I'm glad I've watched it now. I don't think I could have watched it back then, because I'd had enough time watching the Mike Shinoda videos, the songs that he brought out for the post-dramatic album, and that was music about Mike's basically grieving process, wasn't it? And coming out the other side. I've still got 2 tracks to do with that, actually. I never actually finished that album, but yeah, sidetracked. This was, if anyone can take any inspiration from this, then take it. If you can get out of your own head and you suffer from this, then do it. Do you know what I mean? There's always people out there to talk to you. Like I say, I've never had mental health. I'm a good listener and I might make jokes, but if anyone does suffer from that, then shoot me a message, man. If you need to talk to me, just do it, man. Because I would share that knowledge as well and try and sort people out of things. I'm a very, very positively charged person, you see. So, I mean, you've probably seen that in my videos anyway. I laugh at everything, even if it's not funny. I laugh anyway. But anyway, yeah, what did you guys think of this interview and reaction? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to check out the original video if you can. And if you want to support me and subscribe here too, I would appreciate that as well. Anyway, see you next time.